Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Supergirl Season 5, Episode 16, 17 even, Deus Lex Machina, which I'm excited for Melissa's directorial debut, let's put it that way. An episode all about Lex. If you watched my reactions previously, you'll know it's not going to be one that I'm like, woo! But I mean, I've missed Supergirl, so I am excited to see it again. And the title makes me feel like it's going to be about maybe, I mean, all I can think of is just sort of the way Lex was acting during Crisis was a little bit like Deus Ex Machina, you know, which comes from the Greek myths or whatever, when at the end of the day the gods would magically come in and they would do something to the plot that would save the day or alter the day in from a hope situation. It's kind of something that comes in at the end and just fixes everything for you with magic or, you know, whatever. And like a lot of how he changed his life, to me, feels a bit like Deus Ex Machina. I mean, he could be doing stuff in the present with Deus Ex Machina, but I think I read somewhere ages ago that we were going to get an episode about Lex and what happened after Crisis. At least Melissa's directing it, so I'll know. I'll have that to enjoy, but yeah. Like I said before, but this portrayal of Lex is brilliant. I think he's a brilliant Lex. I'm not in any way hating on him. It is simply that I don't like what a big part he has in the show Supergirl. But anyway, I am excited to get back to Supergirl, so let's go. Before I start, I am really sorry that the last episode did not get a reaction. It glitched. I'm praying it doesn't happen this time. It hasn't happened. It happens to me. Well, actually, it hasn't happened since, or before. I do not know what happened that time. I was thinking it happened before, but that was my old method of recording, so I don't know. And also, one last thing is that I have a Patreon now, and if you go there now, you will see, and you become a patron, you will see I have ranked the Supergirl characters and relationships, and I've talked about the characters a lot. I actually managed to talk for an hour, so I split it into 2 videos. And you know, it's something that will ultimately end up on YouTube, but for now it is on Patreon, and there will be polls and things in the future to decide what videos I do about. I just really enjoy sharing my passion for these shows with you and diversifying, sort of, I don't know, just being a bit different. But anyway, if that is something that interests you, please go there and check out my Patreon. And I'm going to be starting reactions to Fargo on Patreon because it has been sponsored for me by a lovely patron, and I am excited about that. And I do share things about the books I've been reading, and I'm starting gaming videos. But anyway, yeah, just please check out my Patreon if you're interested. No pressure. Let's go to Supergirl. Ooh.
He's been disarmed, but he's still on the premises.
Ooh. Can we arrest Lex? I feel like something's happened and it wasn't actually him.
One by one. And that's when Mr. Luther showed up.
Oh, he's been portrayed as a hero.
He wrestled the gun from her.
Oh.
It just went off. How could this be true?
I don't buy it. I mean, look at that face. At least we got to see Cal. ×2 again.
I saved the world.
It's all in a day's work for you, isn't it, Mr. Luther? Why else would they be awarding you the Nobel Peace
So he
Prize?
didn't even know what he'd done.
I didn't just save the world. I made a new world.
Well, Oliver did most of it, but for some god unknown reason, you got to be a huge part of it.
She'll gravitate toward you.
Directed by Melissa. Makes me happy.
Stop. I underestimated you, Eve.
Well, she's now a robot
Give me
slave.
everything you have on this woman.
Unless
on
that's
this
changed.
It is really loud out there.
Oh, so she's no longer a slave. That's nice. Good for her.
Lex Luthor? What are you doing here?
I'm glad that, you know, Nina's little slave got set free.
I promise I'll protect you. And that you won't have to do any of this awful, dirty work.
He'll do it for you. Or get someone else to do it for them, yeah?
I'll do it for you.
Yeah. Which is the same as her doing it, let's face it.
Father's life. Routine, Eve.
He is manipulating her and using her.
I do have...
Maybe I can help.
Nina knows exactly who she's working for. Someone that murders without remorse. But she doesn't care.
No one's ever treated me this way before.
Well, think about it, there is an ulterior motive. This man murders without remorse, why would he care about you? But at least she's no longer a slave with her mind being taken over.
That you are so kind.
Yes!
And I think
I know, Eve. I feel the same. But we have to stay focused on our goals. Free you from now.
Oh dear, poor
and
Eve.
avenge your father.
This Eve seems slightly less evil than the
Something like
previous
that.
one. Is he planning to use Lena's technology to do this? I'm very confused.
Perfume, poison, potato, potato. What you're holding is the deadliest substance on Earth.
Why would you assume that tiny vial
Leviathan ever again.
was
And I
perfume?
always keep her. He's in the Peruvian Andes working undercover.
Oh my
in Nigeria. I
goodness.
suspect because he has a target there.
So she's who killed their
He should
dad.
put a bullet in his head.
It's the least he deserves.
I mean,
But
Lex, really.
it can't work.
As if he'd be giving me in front of the pyramids.
To your own ends.
Nowhere near any
You
city.
cannot.
We're almost up to
Working
date.
something out.
Why is Lena going after Kara?
I came to offer up sympathies.
Surprisingly nice from Lena this season.
Woman who called you a villain.
And then stop acting like
My
one.
mother died when I was very young.
Kara still feels bad for standing up for herself, and I hate it.
Kills and
I like this from Lena. It's a positive sign. But it's going to take a lot more than this
That means a lot
to redeem her character. But Lex is not going to like this because you can't risk them palling up. He's not going to like that. Lena returning to the side of her that's actually good.
Display of weakness.
Not.
It's Lex. What do you
Yes,
expect?
Mother. Time to activate William Day. Make sure your contact gives him the name on the medical bracelet he found. And then
Activate?
I
I
need
was
you to
going
meet
to
the
say.
bodies.
But is that like use him rather than activate him as being an
that we're
agent?
sitting to do that after everything that happened. Well, maybe she's coming around.
We can only dream, but she needs to do a lot more than just magically come around.
Who hacked Obsidian's failsafe and who I beat
So
up.
there,
and beat
Lex
up.
is playing them all.
And the story, it'll be around the globe.
I'm not enjoying this.
The world will.
It
Come on,
brings
Brainy,
love
see
and
through
wealth and,
him.
Of course,
Obsidian platinum for your own ends, does it?
Of course, Brainy, you're supposed to be intelligent.
Danvers called me.
You're meant to be intelligent,
Why don't you
Brainy.
ask Supergirl.
Would be dangerous.
In your hands, no.
I mean, that's true. Kara would never use it for ill.
But I don't like it.
So he's going to be able to be like, oh, look, Lena, she wouldn't let you use that, and now she's using it. But that's because it's in her hands, not yours.
To exhibit Supergirl, and today I find out that she's using Myriad to interrupt my experiments.
But Lena really thinks the world revolves
The
around
very device
her.
She told me was too dangerous for anyone to use.
Why would you assume it was against you?
Then let this ride.
But Lena is so easily manipulated. Like, she knows Lex, she knows exactly who he is. She knows, given his past, whether he's likely to do something right or wrong. And then you look at Kara and the past. The fact that she trusts Lex over Kara is so telling about Lena.
Myriad, I can think of 4 off the top of my head, but you do what you want.
Yeah, do you know the whole situation, Lena, do you?
Your brother disappeared. Any proof that it was Lex?
Lena, it's Lex. What the
No,
bloody hell do
I
you
don't think
think?
You just returned to your default.
God, can you
position of
believe,
blaming
Lena?
Luther.
Can you believe this
Oh,
woman?
you did tell me I
Kara,
treated
I'm
you like a
sorry, you
villain.
deserve
If
better,
you acted
sweetheart.
like one, yeah, I did say that. And I guess you're used to being two-faced.
Can you believe Lena, for all of her, like, I will never be betrayed again, she just lets Lex betray her. Oh god. I just can't stand Lex. I can't stand Lena.
Jean,
Really?
your brother felt the Q waves on Mars.
Good.
I've missed her.
I know it, I know. Yeah.
Time for sweet reunions later. Move now. Seriously. We're all gonna die, but hey ho, I'll be in VR. Are they like, "Oh, they told me to do it, so now I will?
I have faith in you, Jean.
So do I.
Jean?
I no longer do, John, that went wrong.
Anyone see a sun eater around here? Supergirl!
Hello, Kara, my love. Kara's Iron Man. I like the concept that the three of them were sitting and standing around having a little chat in space. Right by the sun.
You might see that on this Earth, I've always
Not
been
enjoying
the
this.
hero. All these people say so, but I guess.
But you're
we're all
you.
heroes today.
You're not the Lex that
Since
was
I'm assuming
apparently
you
heroic.
and
You're
your
the Lex
friends
that was an
dealt with
evil
the big
bastard
blackout.
who needs to
You're not gonna
die
try and pin
again.
that on me, are you?
No.
If you listened to me and tried to work with me, we could stop these dangerous organizations
Please.
before they try to blot out the sun.
Please.
So, do you
Anyone
know
that's
what they
listening,
want,
I don't believe in
or
God,
their
but I
bases?
raw. Please.
But we will.
Let this be the last season Lex is in. Please. Gods of Supergirl, let this be the last season Lex is in. Please, please, please.
My God, you are nothing.
Kill him! Do it! You know, I really like him in prison, but you know.
We must kill Supergirl. She will always foil the plan.
You thought I could love you back.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
Eve.
You are worse than Leviathan.
Not worse,
Yes.
better.
And this is the man Lena trusts.
Mother.
My god. Well, I can safely say that my favourite part about that episode was that it was directed by Melissa. I mean, I knew it was going to be Lex heavy. We've known it was going to be Lex heavy for a while, and I don't enjoy his role in Supergirl. I don't enjoy watching him gloat as he does his master plan. I mean, I know ultimately we're going to stop him. Maybe not this season, actually, because they didn't get to finish this season. It might not happen until next season. We've got to defeat Leviathan and him, but I'm just praying that he's not going to be a huge part of the next season too, because this has been 2 seasons now that he has just been in, and he's so... I don't know, I don't enjoy him in Supergirl. I enjoy him as a character. If this was a Clark show, like, you know, then I'd enjoy that, but no. But I mean, it's interesting to see how his mind works. You know, he is an evil genius, and you have to give that to him. I feel sorry for Eve. I mean, in some ways, she's still sort of a slave because she has no choice, but at least, you know, she's not had her mind taken over by an evil AI, you know. I think she's doing slightly better in this reality than she was in the other one, and Lena at least no longer has a slave, so, you know. Her moral compass a little bit better. Now, I was really excited actually at the beginning of this episode, because while I am not going to be okay if Supergirl just magically has Lena one day being like, oh, by the way, I'm going to help you guys because Lex is doing something wrong, and they just magically forgive her, that will be far too quick in my opinion. But if she, and I mean, I'm never going to be someone that loves her in the way I did before. I'm never going to be someone that has her be a character I root for and care about just because of how villainous she has been and how stupid she has been to trust Lex. Like, it's one thing to be mad at Kara, but to jump straight into the arms of Lex is ridiculous. And this is like, I cannot understand. This woman is meant to be smart. This woman is a genius, and yet she just lets Lex manipulate her endlessly and doesn't give Kara a chance to properly explain why she's using Myriad. And you know what, Lena? Yeah, Kara wasn't using Myriad to control any brains. She was using Myriad to search. What is dangerous with Myriad is if you use it to control people's brains, like you want to do. And I'm sick to death of Lena. I mean, I knew this episode being Alexa from the minute that she showed some kindness to Kara, or some sort of beginning of thawing of her villainous Ice Queen image. One little push, she's like, oh, devil, I knew it. I just need her to go away, and Lex can go. Why don't they just go away? They can make a Luthor spin-off and send all the Luthors to that, and I don't have to watch it, and anyone that loves Lena can go watch her be a villain on that show instead, and everyone will be happy. But I mean, we know now that for sure that like Lex is behind literally everything. As much as Leviathan is behind it, Lex is even more behind it, so they're both villains, and Lena's still, I assume, trying to brainwash the entire planet. But I enjoyed seeing kind of Kara and the team. I love seeing Megan again. That was actually probably my favourite. My favourite part of what happened like within the show was Megan randomly turning up. I mean, hello. It was very nice. I miss her. I mean, I like her. I love her. I loved her as a character. I thought she was really interesting, and then she kind of went away really quickly. So I'm intrigued to see if we're going to see her again, or if she was just popping in for this one episode to try and save us all from Lex, because they knew that we'd all be like dying of Lex. Sorry, I know I'm in the minority here. I'm sure most people thought that episode was brilliant, and like it wasn't a bad episode by any means. If I cared about Lex, it probably would have been a lot better. But I would have much preferred that be at least a subplot in another episode. But it's okay. Melissa directed it. It was good. I liked the kind of dynamic of the team, William, Alex, Kelly and Kara, sort of, okay, he doesn't know about the Supergirl angle, but them doing teamwork, like that Brainy is very suspicious of Lex, and I'm praying he just needs to stop working with Lex and tell the others what he's been doing, because this man is supposed to be beyond intelligent, the most intelligent person on the planet, and he's being so stupid. So yeah, like I have said before, this has not been my favourite season of Supergirl. To be honest, Supergirl hasn't been my favourite since season 3, plotline wise, but this one is dragging on. And I mean, I do understand that part of it is because they were trying to film slightly less, I guess, with Melissa, although she was directing this episode, she was there the whole time. But what with her being pregnant, they were making a shorter season, and there were sort of some bits that she wasn't in as much, and then they were going to, you know, start filming the next season, or obviously we're probably going to be quite delayed before the next season now. But for me, I'm sick to death of Lena's victim act. I'm sick to death of Lex. I just want an episode where Kara is amazing, and Kara. I just want Kara. Can I have an episode where it's just Kara? That's all I want. So yeah, it was a really good episode. I can see that it was a good episode, but it was also an episode that I feel like I don't know how much of a reaction there is going to be, because I feel like I spent a lot of it just like, yeah, Lex is scheming. Oh, Lex is scheming. Lena's been stupid. Lex is... It wasn't for me, but it was a good episode, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's late. So yes, thank you for watching.